So, Gary Ozanich. We do these shout outs every 5 years, 2 minutes out of 5 years to call out some extraordinary people right in front of everyone, live, not tucked into a kudos bullet and a department newsletter, not buried in a website somewhere. And sometimes people are so good, so amazingly awesome in the work they do, and so otherwise unsung, it seems very important. And Gary Ozanich is one of those people whose ratio of contribution to publicity, of awesomeness to volume of praises sung is off the charts high. So let me say a CV-ish thing about him and a non-CV-ish thing. First, he is informatics in all of its wide band glory. His PhD is in mass comm, but his academic appointment is in business informatics. He was on the faculty of SUNY Buffalo School of Informatics before NKU had informatics. And we recruited him as our first associate dean. He worked alongside Dean Perry. A decade later, there was another new thing on campus, the HIC, Health Innovation Center, and they picked him, of course, to be the associate director of that when it was getting off the ground. We lucked out to get him. Click on his bio on the BI webpage, and you see a whole lot of New York. He worked on Wall Street, then co-ran a center in Columbia. So I learned even about health information management systems from his textbook that he co-wrote. And he's been the anchor of our health informatics program from the beginning. He publishes, he chairs national committees, connects academics to decision makers in health, and is the #1 grant getter in the college. He takes on so much, frankly, for so little. The non-CV-ish thing you should know about him is his uncanny sixth sense EQ. He can read a room, he can read a person, read a context, and offer up a wry and funny and insightful, sometimes cryptic take on them in one sentence. A couple of weeks ago, I got a one-sentence email from him that said, referring to someone outside of NKU, I knew the problem of the emeritus game, and they dusted one off to work on this project. What does that even mean? I think I get it. It sounds smart. And then, okay, I think I get it. So NKU has a few people who were here 52 years ago, and we call them the founders, and they have a building named after them. But the COI has its own founders too, who were here 15 years ago and helped build all this. Gary is one of those founders. In short, if you don't know this guy, get to know him. Thank you.
Congratulations, James, on 15 years at NKU. You started in 2005, newest addition to the department as the College of Informatics started in the Department of Computer Science. 15 years later, you've gone from the newest member to one of the pillars of the department. Thank you for your leadership in the area of cybersecurity. It's unparalleled, and you and Ihu have been just so instrumental in so many different areas of us being known in the region as the School for Cybersecurity. To name a few things that you led the efforts of, one was to get our Center of Academic Excellence in Homeland and Cybersecurity Education from NHS and the NSA, and also the creation of our online cybersecurity certificate, most recently our Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity, and you're going to be part of the team for the Masters in Cybersecurity. We also were the center director for a number of years and volunteered to serve as the program director for our bachelor's degree. I admire your leadership in that area, your teaching, your research, most recently having won the best paper in impact of open source software at the Mining Data Repositories Conference this year, which is the conference for mining data repositories in the world. And that is an amazing honor to be recognized for that work. And your examination of the heartbleed virus and the changes that were made to OpenSSL after that. And the area of teaching, I think, is one of the things that I learned so much from you. I appreciate the references that you give all of us in the department for books and online courses. to help us all develop differently as teachers. It's been fantastic. You're a pleasure to work with, and you bring so much to the department, and I really look forward to seeing what comes next with you. On a personal note, we are friends. We've been friends for a long time. I really value that friendship. You know, anyone that gets a chance to go on a trip with you should, because you visit the most wonderful places and you know everything about it. And I appreciate just your wealth of knowledge around Greek and Roman history and all that you bring on those travels together. You're quite an adventurous spirit. Most recently, you've adopted 2 kittens, Intrepid and Lightning. And I wish you and your babies the most successful of falls and a great online semester. Congratulations again. Thank you for everything.